Can you let us hear something then? Daniel?
What's that?
Can you let us hear something?
Okay, all right.
How are you?
In this photo, you can see the ancient Danny with his brother Dick.
So you have one brother, or you have sisters also? Can you show us where you make your music then?
Oh yeah, sure. I guess, but I mean, aren't we going to go out to eat?
I'm having dreams about you.
I think Dan, as a child in junior high and high school, I mean, he wasn't really crazy then. He had a problem, but he was a healthy kid with friends and well-liked, and very popular, and he was writing great music then, you know, great songs. I have thousands of tapes.
Yeah. This is my studio.
Everything you've done.
But you collect a lot of dolls, I see here.
Yes, they were on sale, and they all look so pretty. I just had to buy them all. Yeah. Aren't they cute? That's my gallery of pretty girls. They sing to me, believe it or not. Now you know I'm crazy now. Now you know that I'm crazy. No, they're my pretty girls. They were at the dollar store. They're only $1 a piece. And I thought I needed an audience, you know, for my performance and everything, you know. They pay attention. They never, you know, they never close their eyes. They never miss a thing. And then I have my creature lady, Miss Marilyn Monroe, Mrs. Daniel Johnston.
But what does their singing sound like if they sing to you? Like sirens.
Exactly. Wrecking ships and, you know, sinking tugboats. It's a nightmare.
He was just a skinny little kid like the rest of us. I mean, just in an age of dead Kennedys and Black Flag and all that, there was this kid with this kind of squeaky little voice singing on top of this spooky piano playing, and it just wasn't anything to compare it to. Every musician that I've known that I've ever worked with knows who Daniel is, whether it was Nirvana, you know, Kurt Cobain wore that t-shirt all the time, the Hi, How Are You shirt, and he was a big fan. Listen to his poetry. I mean, that's genius. It's just pure pop songwriting. He's got to pay for that genius.
I think he probably could have been a great and famous and successful songwriter if he didn't have these other problems. But his own illness kept getting in the way and making it harder and harder for him to function, you know.
Hold me like a mother would, like I always knew. Somebody should, though tomorrow don't look that good. Well, it just goes to show, though people say run, I like a couple who see a double of you. Oh, this is life. This is life. And everything's right. Living life. Oh, hope for the whole
East Texas is strange in general. It's kind of a scary place, in my opinion. I don't know, it's kind of where you see like KKK graffiti on the restroom walls. Something between the redneck mentality and all that heat and humidity, I think it just drives them nuts. So people are in there screaming in their front yards, yelling at the sky.
Queen shouldn't be in here, Dan. She stinks. Trying to keep her outside. Come on, Queen. Here.
Daniel Johnston is dead, according to the late great Daniel Johnston album with the tombstone on the cover. Daniel Johnston is dead. I don't mean to scare anyone, but according to the cover, the late great Daniel Johnston is dead.
Mabel, I guess that means we can throw all that junk of Daniel's out.
Wait. He may return. We got all kinds of songs coming at you. We got some of the best songs he's written. We got songs here for you, ma'am. We got some of the best songs, guaranteed. 1995. At a reasonable price, we got them for you.
That'd be really great then. Shall we, do you want to perform?
Right this way.
Do you want to rehearse?
Right this way. Step right this way and we'll show them to you. Right this way in Daniel Johnston's Museum Hall Studio.
It's been good days and bad days. Lately, for the last 2 or 3 years, he's been pretty rational. Does real well. He knows what he's doing. But for a long time there, he knew the words to all these songs. He could just start in anywhere and sing them. Then some of his medication, and he had, what was it, a couple of...
lithium.
Well, I think when he's in the hospital he had a seizure. And after that, he has to have the song words in front of him to sing. He doesn't remember them anymore.
The sadness in my heart.
Listen up and I'll tell a story about an artist growing old. Some would try for fame and glory, others aren't so bold. The artist walks alone. Someone says behind his back he's got his gall to call himself that. He doesn't even know where he's at. The artist walks among the flowers, appreciating the sun. He does this all his waking hours. But is it really so wrong? They sit in front of their TVs, saying, hey, this is fun. And they laugh at the artist, saying he doesn't know how to have fun. The best things in life are truly free. Singing birds and laughing bees. You got me wrong, says he. The sun don't shine in your TV. Listen up and I'll tell a story about an artist growing old.
I was a manic depressive all my life. Severe suffering. When it first happened to me in junior high, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I was disoriented. I couldn't communicate with my friends. I just turned to art. I became a loner. I just went to the library with tons of books and looked at art and listened to records and just became an isolated man. I could not communicate with anybody anymore. I could not. I just had to be alone, and there was no reason for it other than as if I was dead. I feel better about everything, and I'm able to concentrate on my work and do my art and music, and I'm trying to do things better. Please help me, Lord. Please help me, Lord. I'm trying to do better.
But how come you ended up in mental institutions? A couple of times even?
Mental hospital? What? I'm kidding. It was a drag, man. Once they have you, you just can't escape. I mean, they got your number and your name. They won't let you go, They won't let you go, I almost escaped one night. I was out the door and getting away, but they got me again. But I tell you, I know one guy that escaped one night, and I told him he looked like Mr. Miracle, super escape artist. And I wanted to show him his picture looked like the comic book. And the next day, he was dead. I guess he did escape. That's about the only way out of that place.
And also,
We will praise thy holy name forever.
And at one point he actually got violent with me, and we fought. He broke my rib. And he was like, he had this super strength. Well, that's not normal. We called the police to have him taken out of the house. He was obsessed with this idea that there were devil worshippers in Austin.
What we see makes a deep impression on our minds. If thine eye be evil, thy whole body...
He was trying to force people into the river to baptize them or something, you know. That's not a normal person doing that. Police had to go in the river after him. Well, several police. They went in with, clubs. So he actually lost most of his teeth in that fight. He got hit in the mouth and lost his teeth.
The Bible is full of people who had this eye problem, and the first of them is Eve. Prayer is so important in dealing with
I was living in a devil town.
in the absence of
Didn't know it was a devil town. Oh Lord, it really brings me down about the devil town. And all my friends were vampires. Didn't know they were vampires. Turns out I was a vampire myself in the devil town. I was living in a devil town. Didn't know it was a devil town. Oh Lord, it really brings me down about the devil town. I'm having dreams about you. I wanna scream about you. I'm having dreams about you.
Pulled the keys out of the ignition in the airplane and took over the airplane and made it fall. Tumbled out of the sky at 10,000 feet. You know, it was a private plane, a four-passenger, and it was just him and my dad. My dad's pilot, and he was flying Dan home from Texas after a show. But he just went crazy, and he was going, he was saying, "Wee!" And
Hi, Dad.
then when they hit the trees, they were very tall pine trees. The trees came down and fell, and it broke their fall. It slowed them down so that they wouldn't hit the ground at full speed.
They shot him down. They thought he was a monster, but he was the king. They came to
Dick told me the story about you and Daniel flying home once.
Yeah, we had quite an experience. We cracked one up. This B-25 right there, I have 4.5 hours combat time in one of those. Well, that's old Ronald Reagan.
The Austin Mental Health Clinic wanted to take care of Dan. And they were trying to get him in an apartment where they could check on him and everything. And Dan wouldn't do it. He slept out on a bench in the park. And he called Bill. And this is our son, who we said, we'll be with you all, whatever, all our children will be there for you when you need us. But Bill turned the phone on speak so I could hear when Dan called. And Dan was saying, Dad, I don't know what will become of me. Dad, I need you to tell me you love me. we hopped in the car and drove down to Austin and got him.
True love will find you in the end. Don't give up. True love will find you in the end. You'll find out just who was your friend. Don't be sad, I know you will. But don't give up and tell. True love will find you in the end. This is a promise with a catch.